everybody, this is Nigel, and I wanted to take a moment and teach you this morning a very nice little concept on phrases. Now, I'm a big proponent of not learning words by long lists. Now, if I pick up this book and I start learning words, mean, range, minutes, play, game, and I go ahead just memorizing and cramming a long list of words without applying its use, it makes it difficult for you. Now, I'm going to do another lesson to explain to you the two types of words in the English language, because in English we only have two types of words. We have function words, and then we have content words. Now, let me give you a heads up. Function words by themselves have no meaning. This is my water bottle. The word bottle, from the time you hear it, you start to picture in your mind something. That's a content word. It could be used as a noun. It could be used as the main verb. It has a position, it could be used as an adjective. Those are what we call content words. So in the next lesson, I'm going to explain to you the difference between content words and function words. But today I wanted to talk a little about phrases, because what I wanted to teach you is a method of learning English by using phrases. In using phrases, you'll be able to see the context of the word. Now let's go to the board and let me explain that. Where's my marker? Okay, yep, I got it right here. The word we look at today is to throw. The verb to throw literally means to take one's hand and with force throw something. I can be throwing a ball, I can be throwing a marker, I can be throwing the water bottle, I can be throwing the eraser, throw it someplace, throw. Now, when we're using the word to throw, we need to see how it's used contextually to get a better understanding. Because by itself, throw just means the action of throwing. So let's look at the board, and the first thing we're going to talk about is throw away. To throw away. When we're talking about throw away, we're talking about something that's no longer good. Like over here, I have my coffee cup. I went to Starbucks, I got a coffee. I normally use the white peppermint mocha. I don't know what you use. I'm just a little fan of Starbucks. I go over there, I have my little gold card, and I buy a white peppermint mocha. I'm finished with it, so I throw the cup away. Throw away. What are some of the other things you throw away? You throw away garbage. But let's look at it in this context. She threw away an opportunity to be a star. You heard the use? She threw away an opportunity. Throw away an opportunity. He threw away his chance. Same word. So you see why I said unless you have the context of what we're saying, learning word by word English is difficult. You're going to forget the meaning of the word. So let's take phrases so that you get an understanding as to how it's used. And as you get that understanding, it makes English a little more interesting. It makes it a little better. So throw away an opportunity. Throw down. The same word, throw down. He threw down the gifts. I give him a precious gift. And he threw it down. She had a precious crown, and she threw it down. This is my glasses. I throw it down. So what I'm saying to you is that unless you understand its context, getting a better grasp of the language would be difficult for you. So we're talking here still about the word to throw, but throw here first to throw away. To throw away an opportunity. To throw away something, I'm going to change the color. Throw away garbage. Throw down. To throw down something. I throw down the cup. She throw down the bottle. We throw down the books. This is the telephone, and I threw it down in my anger. I threw it down, past tense, in my anger. So we have to understand the use of the word when we're studying it. Throw someone off. I was driving and someone cut in front of me and threw me off guard. Throw me, to throw off something. I can be thrown off my schedule. I have 10 minutes in the morning to record a short video. I said I'm going to be doing it. And she threw off my schedule by coming to class late. When the teacher called and canceled the appointment, it threw off my schedule. You see the use of the word there? Same to throw, but we're seeing different places in which it is used. So whenever you are studying that, be careful with that. You can be thrown off with your schedule. To throw out. I open the door and throw out the trash. I open my car and throw out the garbage. I open the bin and throw out the chickens. I open the pen and throw out the eggs. We're using the same word to throw, but we're using phrasal, we're looking at the phrasal use of it so that we can get a better understanding of its context. The last use I'm going to talk about this morning is throw out of place. I took up the geese and threw it out of place. The pigeons at the corner shop throw her out of place with the prized possession. You have to understand the use of the verb when you're studying words. As I said to you, I'm going to give you another lesson in which I'll only focus on the two types of words that the English language is made up of. Words can only serve two purposes. It's either functional or it's content. Most time, we spend most of our attention just studying long lists of words. You know, years ago when I first did Spanish, back in Guyana where I'm from, Guyana is an English-speaking country, and it's so uniquely positioned because each of the neighbors around Guyana speak a different language. So we have Brazil, they speak Portuguese. Venezuela, they speak Spanish. Suriname, they speak Dutch. But the Atlantic Ocean is to the north, and they don't speak no language, it's water. But when I was a student at high school, and I did Spanish, we had these long lists of words to memorize each week, but no use of the word. So at the end of the week, you would have 10 more words, and then by next week, I'll forget exactly what were last week's word. What were the words that I was given last week? Because I wasn't finding any way to make a connection with the word. There's nothing that I can link that word to. And because of that, learning keywords has always been a challenge. Now, on the other hand, my son is in a school in Montgomery County where I live. And strangely, I put him in the Spanish immersion program because I want him to learn a second language. I'm from Guyana. The only language I grew up knowing was English. I came to the US and I got an opportunity to teach my son Spanish. I know conversational Spanish too. So I speak regularly to people who come to the office here in Spanish because I know it on a conversational level, having gone to college and studied it. But this is the key that I wanted to point out. My son is bilingual because he went into a program in which he learned Spanish half the day. So half a day he did English classes, the other half he did Spanish classes. So he would do math in Spanish, social studies in Spanish, geography in Spanish. And in doing that, he gets to learn more and more how to use the words. So today he's 13 years old and he's fluent in Spanish. He's black just like me. Never went to Spain. Never went to El Salvador. But he has friends from those places. And we have friends who come over who only speak Spanish. And why I'm saying that to you? To help you to understand that in order for your English to blossom, you need to know the content as well as the function of the words. So whenever you hear a word, learn its use, learn how it's fit into a phrase or a sentence, and then learn its meaning. Unless you know its use, don't be concerned with its meaning. It's not going to help you. If I were to tell you the word a, I want you to learn the word a. I don't give you no context. I don't tell you its use. I don't tell you its meaning. It serves you no purpose. It's another word in your vocabulary, but you don't know how to use it. So even if I say to you, I want you to go and watch the news so that you can see how this word is used, you don't know what you're listening for. If I say to you, a is an article, and it points to a specific item that doesn't begin with a vowel, I told you a lot more. I cannot say an cup, which is another article. I can say a cup or a cup. That is showing you the use of the word. So the next time you wanted to learn vocabulary, take my little bit of advice. Take it as a tip. Learn the use. Learn the function and learn how the word operates in a phrase or sentence before you spend time learning words. In that way, it's going to benefit you. And you're going to be able to speak English more fluently, more successfully. My goal is just to help you to do it a little better. Alright? Until tomorrow, this is Nigel saying, take care.